side of the mountain. This green orb shows up on the side of the mountain in a lower spot.
In an unprecedented move that has left everyone speechless, the US government has just ordered a deep investigation in Alaska. This isn't about politics or environmental concerns. It is far more extraordinary. Deep beneath the icy expanses, something otherworldly has been found.
There is something underground in Alaska that was public in 1992, and somebody didn't want the world to know.
Evidence of a massive structure that has the hallmarks of being built by aliens has been found hiding under the ice, and the implications are as chilling as they are astonishing.
Many people have seen UFOs, flying saucers, strange lights flying in and around Mount Hayes.
Stay with us as we dive into the heart of this jaw-dropping discovery that's reshaping everything we thought we knew about our planet. Denali, formerly known as Mount McKinley, is the crown jewel of Alaska's wild lands. Towering at a majestic 20,310 feet or 6,190 meters, it is the highest peak in North America. It is also the third most prominent and isolated peak on Earth. Located in the heart of the Alaska Range, Denali is more than just a mountain, as you will soon find out. The park that shares its name, Denali National Park and Preserve, is a vast and pristine ecosystem that spans over 6 million acres. Here, the mountain rises so high that it creates its own weather, often shrouded in clouds, adding to its mystique and grandeur. The size of Denali is almost incomprehensible. Its base-to-peak rise is approximately 18,000 feet or 5,500 meters, making it the tallest mountain in the world from base to peak on land. Denali is not just a mountain, it's a symbol of the wild, untamed spirit of Alaska. It is a place where the air is crisp, the landscapes are vast, and the sense of adventure is palpable. The mountain's presence is so immense that it dominates the skyline for hundreds of miles around, a constant reminder of the scale and beauty of the natural world. For those who seek to conquer its heights, Denali offers the West Buttress route, a challenging climb that attracts mountaineers from all over the globe. The first successful ascent was made in 1913, and since then, the mountain has been a siren call to those who dare to test their limits against its icy slopes. There is, however, much more to Mount McKinley than climbing, because, according to some investigators, there might be a pyramid buried under the mountain. And not just a pyramid, but a pyramid that can produce energy. Douglas A. Muchler is a name that might not ring a bell, but his investigation into the existence of a mysterious pyramid beneath Denali is a tale that sounds like it is straight out of an adventure novel. This story has all the elements of a classic mystery: ancient structures, hidden energies, secret government operations, and a determined investigator following the breadcrumbs. Muchler's journey into the unknown began with a seemingly innocuous news broadcast that would ultimately lead him down a rabbit hole of discovery and speculation. Assisting him in his quest was Linda Moulton Howe, an esteemed investigative journalist known for her work on environmental, science, and paranormal subjects. The story first caught public attention when Douglas A. Muchler, a warrant officer with the U.S. Army's Counterintelligence Corps, stumbled upon a broadcast that claimed the existence of an ancient pyramid buried under the icy surface of Alaska. Muchler's military career began in 1981, and over the years, he served his country with dedication and distinction. Muchler's work in counterintelligence, a field that demands sharp wits, keen observation, and an unwavering commitment to national security, placed him in the midst of the Cold War's clandestine operations and beyond. His service took him to various parts of the world, including stints in Southwest Asia, where his skills were put to the test in complex environments. After retiring from the military in 1995 due to physical disability, Muchler's life took on a quieter pace, but his legacy in the intelligence community and his association with one of the most intriguing stories of the late 20th century ensure that his name will not be forgotten. Those who have followed his story admire his commitment to his country and his role in one of the most enigmatic tales of modern times. According to Muchler, the news segment detailed the pyramid's discovery during scientific and military investigations in the area. He explained that a Chinese nuclear test conducted echoed through the earth, leading to the uncovering of a cavity of colossal proportions beneath the snow-capped summit of Denali. This discovery, shrouded in the veils of secrecy, allegedly came to light when seismic waves from the test traveled across continents, revealing an underground structure so vast it could house a pyramid larger than any known to humanity. The narrative suggests that the Chinese test, with its earth-penetrating might, was not merely a demonstration of power, but a serendipitous key that unlocked a geological marvel. The test's shock waves, rippling through the Earth's layers, acted as a sonar pulse, mapping the hidden contours of our planet and, as fate would have it, stumbled upon an anomaly right under the majestic Denali. What made the claim even more intriguing was the assertion that this pyramid could be older than the pyramids of Egypt and possibly a source of vast, untapped energy. However, as quickly as it appeared, the news segment vanished from the public eye, leaving no trace behind except for the memories of those who had seen it. This disappearance only fueled Muchler's curiosity, driving him to dig deeper into the mystery. He reached out to Linda Moulton Howe, a journalist with a reputation for exploring the unexplained and the extraordinary. Howe, intrigued by Muchler's account, began to assist in the investigation, lending her expertise and resources to uncover more about this hidden pyramid. As Muchler and Howe delved into their investigation, they encountered a web of secrecy and silence. It seemed as though those who might know something about the pyramid were unwilling or unable to speak. Then, in a twist worthy of a spy novel, Muchler received an anonymous phone call. The caller, a man who claimed his father had been part of a government project related to the pyramid, shared startling details. According to this mysterious informant, his father had been tasked with figuring out how the pyramid generated power. The caller suggested that the pyramid was not merely a structure, but a sophisticated machine, capable of producing energy through unknown means. This revelation added a new layer of intrigue to the investigation. The possibility that the pyramid could be a source of power, perhaps even utilizing technology beyond current human understanding, was both exciting and unsettling. It raised questions about who built the pyramid and why, as well as why its existence was being kept from the public. Muchler and Howe's investigation hit many roadblocks, not least of which was the lack of physical evidence. The location of the pyramid, deep beneath the ice and snow of Denali, made it nearly impossible to verify the claims through conventional means. Despite these challenges, the pair persisted, gathering testimonies from other individuals who had heard similar stories or had their own experiences related to the mysterious pyramid. But is the idea that an ancient pyramid generated energy really out of place? Take, for example, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the most iconic of all. It has long been the subject of awe and wonder. A study has suggested that this pyramid can focus electromagnetic energy within its chambers and at its base, particularly under resonance conditions. This means that, theoretically, the pyramid could concentrate energy in a way that could be harnessed. The research, conducted by an international team of physicists, applied theoretical physics methods to explore the electromagnetic response of the Great Pyramid to radio waves. Their findings are nothing short of astonishing, and they predicted that under certain conditions, specifically resonance conditions, the pyramid could concentrate electromagnetic energy within its internal chambers and at its base. Essentially, when the pyramid is hit by electromagnetic waves of a resonant length, ranging from 200 to 600 meters, it can induce resonances that focus energy in specific areas. The study's simulations showed that this energy concentration occurs in the pyramid's internal chambers, including the so-called King's Chamber, and intriguingly, under its base, where an unfinished chamber lies. Apart from supporting a theory, The implications of this discovery are vast and exciting. For example, it opens up the possibility of using similar principles to design nanoparticles that can reproduce these effects at the nanoscale. Such nanoparticles could revolutionize various fields, from the development of highly efficient solar cells to the creation of sensitive sensors. Moreover, the study sheds light on the electromagnetic properties of the pyramid structure. By employing a multipole analysis, a method used in physics to study complex interactions between objects and electromagnetic fields, the researchers were able to replace the pyramid's scattering of the field with simpler sources of radiation, multipoles. This allowed them to predict and explain the distribution and configuration of the scattered fields throughout the pyramid. But what is particularly fascinating is that these properties were inherent in a structure built thousands of years ago, long before the modern understanding of electromagnetic waves. While some people who believe in the mainstream media think it is unlikely that the ancient Egyptians intentionally designed the pyramid with these properties in mind, the coincidence is a testament to the pyramid's enigmatic nature and at least calls for extensive studies. In addition, the pyramid, with its precise alignment and geometric perfection, could be acting as a giant antenna or resonator. The materials used in its construction, such as limestone and granite, are known to be dielectric and can thus insulate and store electric charge. So it is not out of place to say the pyramid's design and orientation with respect to the Earth's magnetic field could have allowed it to tap into and amplify the natural vibrations and energies of the Earth. This isn't just about the Great Pyramid, though. Pyramids around the world, from the stepped pyramids of Mesoamerica to the truncated pyramid structures found in China, all share similar characteristics that could point to a global understanding of this energy-harnessing capability. The Tenerife Pyramid in the Canary Islands, for example, shows evidence of astronomical alignments. Could it be that these were part of a network of ancient power plants? Let's also look at the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, another monumental structure from ancient times. The Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun is located in the heart of Bosnia and Herzegovina and has been shrouded in mystery and excitement since its discovery. Among the most thrilling claims associated with this ancient pyramid is the assertion that it emits an energy beam from its peak. Proponents of this claim argue that the energy beam is a tangible manifestation of the pyramid's ancient power, a beacon that you could say transcends time and space. They describe the beam as a concentrated stream of electromagnetic radiation, pulsating at a frequency of 28 kHz. The radius of this enigmatic beam is measured to be 4.5 meters, and rather than diminishing, its strength reportedly grows as it ascends skyward, defying the known laws of physics and technology. The discovery of the beam was first reported by a team of physicists from Croatia's Ruđer Bošković Institute, who detected the phenomenon during their research. Their findings have suggested that there is more to this ancient structure than meets the eye. The energy beam's characteristics are indeed unusual, as it is continuous and its intensity increases with distance, which is contrary to the behavior of typical electromagnetic emissions. Enthusiasts have been quick to link this beam to various theories, ranging from ancient civilizations' advanced knowledge to the pyramid's role as an energy machine or even a portal to other dimensions. But we will get to that later. The discussions around the energy beam have sparked a wave of interest in the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, drawing visitors and researchers from all over the world eager to witness and study this phenomenon. Of course, the energy beam claim has also led to a surge in tourism for the region, with many visitors coming to experience the pyramid's healing and energetic properties. The site has become a hub for those seeking spiritual experiences and those curious about the potential of ancient technologies. The local economy has benefited from this influx of visitors, and the pyramid has become a symbol of national pride and cultural heritage. While mainstream archaeology remains skeptical of these claims, the energy beam has become a cornerstone of the narrative surrounding the Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun. Let's not forget the pyramids of the Mayans and Aztecs. It is a fact that the ancient pyramids of the Mayans and Aztecs stand as monumental tributes to these civilizations' deep connection with the cosmos, particularly the sun. These structures were not just tombs or temples. They were carefully designed to align with celestial bodies, capturing the essence of the sun's journey across the sky. Imagine the Pyramid of Kukulkan in Chichen Itza, a marvel of Mayan architecture. As the spring and autumn equinoxes approach, the sun casts a series of shadows on the pyramid steps, creating the illusion of a serpent slithering down the structure. Do you think this is a mere coincidence? Hardly. It is a deliberate celebration of the sun's power, woven into the very fabric of Mayan culture. The sun god, Kinich Ahau, was revered, his golden rays seen as a life-giving force that nourished the earth and ensured the cycle of life and death continued. There is numerous evidence that the Aztecs, too, had a profound reverence for the sun. Their main temple, Templo Mayor, in the heart of Tenochtitlan, was a site of complex rituals and ceremonies dedicated to their sun god, Huitzilopochtli. The towering Pyramid of the Sun in Teotihuacan, predating the Aztecs, rises majestically towards the sky, a silent yet eloquent testament to the civilization's solar worship. The pyramid's design and orientation are such that it marks significant solar events, acting as a giant calendar that heralds the sun's seasonal dance. These pyramids were evidently more than mere symbols. They were most likely active participants in harnessing the sun's energy. It is as if the ancient architects sought to capture the sun's essence, channeling its power through the very stones of their sacred structures. The pyramid's placement and design created a landscape in harmony with the heavens, a place where the boundary between the earthly and the divine blurred during moments of solar significance. The energy of the sun, both literal and symbolic, was a cornerstone of Mayan and Aztec life. It influenced their agricultural cycles, dictated their ceremonial calendars, and even played a role in their understanding of the afterlife. The sun's journey from dawn to dusk mirrored the human journey from birth to death, and the pyramids were the nexus points where these parallels were celebrated. The idea that these pyramids could act as power generators is bolstered by the fact that many of them are located on Earth's ley lines. Ley lines are the alignments of landmarks, religious sites, and man-made structures, which are thought to have spiritual significance and are associated with the Earth's energy. These ancient pyramids are said to be located on these ley lines. The Great Pyramid of Giza, for example, is aligned with incredible precision to the cardinal points and is located at the center of the Earth's landmass. This has led some researchers to suggest that the ancients were not just skilled builders, but also had advanced knowledge of the Earth's energies and how to tap them. The sun, being the source of all life, has always been central to various cultures around the world. The theory posits that the pyramids, placed on ley lines, could harness this solar energy. The pyramidal shape is inherently stable and is thought to resonate with energy fields, potentially acting as a conduit for the Earth's power. The positioning of the pyramids to capture the sun's rays during solstices and equinoxes further supports this theory. The play of light and shadow during these times is not just a spectacle, but could signify the activation of the pyramid's energy-generating capabilities. Moreover, the intricate network of tunnels and chambers within the pyramids could serve as a complex system for directing and amplifying this energy. The materials used in construction, such as granite, which is known to be slightly radioactive, could also play a role in this energy generation and storage. While mainstream science may not fully support this theory, the idea that our ancestors might have had the wisdom to use natural energies in such a sophisticated way is not out of place. It suggests that they viewed the Earth as a living entity, with the pyramids serving as points of communion between the terrestrial and the celestial. Now, who could have been responsible for constructing the pyramid under Denali, and how did they manage to build such a massive structure? The clue could be in the theories for the builders of other ancient builders. Many theorists have come to believe beings of extraterrestrial nature were involved, and they used extremely advanced technology to achieve their aim. First off, consider the alignment of the pyramids. The Great Pyramid of Giza is aligned with incredible precision with the cardinal points of the compass. Its northern face is almost perfectly aligned with true north. Such precision suggests a level of astronomical knowledge and technological capability that seems impossible for the ancient Egyptians to possess without the aid of advanced tools or methods potentially provided by alien visitors. Moreover, the mathematical precision found in the construction of the pyramids is another point often cited by proponents of the alien theory. The ratio of the perimeter of the Great Pyramid to its height is 2p, a mathematical constant that the Egyptians are not known to have calculated with such accuracy. This suggests the possibility that they had help from a civilization with a profound understanding of mathematics and geometry. Advocates of the alien theory suggest that only with advanced technology, possibly anti-gravity or levitation tools, could such feats be accomplished. Then, there's the question of the advanced architectural knowledge required to build these structures. The pyramids were constructed to last thousands of years, withstanding earthquakes and other natural disasters. This level of durability points to an understanding of engineering principles that seems too advanced for the era. Could alien architects have provided this knowledge? The intricate internal layout of the pyramids, including the Great Pyramid's narrow passages and hidden chambers, is yet another mystery. These passages have been interpreted by some as evidence of a higher purpose for the pyramids, possibly as energy generators or astronomical observatories, as theorized in the hypothesis of the pyramid power, which posits that the pyramid shape harnesses cosmic energies, ideas that suggest an understanding of physics and cosmology not attributed to ancient Egyptians. Another compelling argument is the similarities between pyramidal structures found across the globe, from Egypt to Mesoamerica, and even in parts of Asia. This global distribution of pyramids, often with similar constructions, alignments, and purposes, might indicate a single source of extraterrestrial influence rather than coincidental parallel development among disparate cultures. The depictions of gods and celestial beings in ancient Egyptian art and texts also fuel speculations. These beings are often shown with knowledge or tools far beyond the era's capabilities, sometimes even resembling modern depictions of astronauts or alien life forms. Could these be representations of the alien builders themselves? And let's not overlook the texts and oral histories themselves. Ancient manuscripts and legends speak of gods descending from the sky, teaching mankind various technologies and assisting in the construction of these monumental structures. While mainstream archaeology interprets these as mythological or symbolic stories, they could be literal accounts of alien visitors. There is another strong reason to think that aliens might have been involved in constructing the pyramid under Denali. Alaska as a whole is known for its remote wilderness, which perhaps makes it an ideal location for extraterrestrial visitors, some of whom might possess construction and energy production skills. Alaska's vast, sparsely populated landscapes offer a prime setting for encounters of the third kind, with numerous cases reported over the years. One of the most compelling UFO sightings in Alaska involved a Japanese Airlines cargo flight in November 1986. On a chilly November evening in 1986, the crew of Japan Airlines Flight 1628 found themselves enmeshed in a UFO mystery that would captivate the world. As they navigated the Boeing 747 cargo plane from Paris to Tokyo, with a layover in Anchorage, an unexpected detour into the unknown began at precisely 1711 over eastern Alaska. Captain Kenji Terauchi, an experienced pilot with a keen eye, reported witnessing a trio of unidentified objects performing an aerial ballet alongside their aircraft. These weren't just specks in the night sky. Terauchi described them as two small ships and the mothership, a description that would fuel countless discussions and speculations for years to come. The objects, seemingly defying the laws of physics, accompanied Flight 1628 for a staggering 400 miles. The crew's attempts at evasive maneuvers did little to shake their persistent followers, leading to a tense 50-minute encounter that would leave even the most skeptical minds pondering the possibilities of what might lurk in the vastness of our universe. The incident didn't just rest on the testimony of the crew. Radar data from the Federal Aviation Administration lent a tangible, albeit intermittent, confirmation of something unexplained sharing the skies with the Japanese airliner. This wasn't a solitary sighting either. Multiple witnesses on the ground in Barrow, Alaska, corroborated the aerial anomaly, adding layers to an already complex narrative. There is also the Alaska Triangle. The Alaska Triangle is a vast expanse that stretches from Utqiagvik to Anchorage and down to Juneau. It is shrouded in mystery and intrigue. In fact, it is a place where the impossible seems possible, and the unexplained becomes the norm. Imagine a region so captivating that it swallows up more than 20,000 people, leaving no trace behind. That is more than twice the national average of disappearances. But it is not just the missing people that have sparked curiosity. It is the frequent UFO sightings that truly is shocking. The skies above this enigmatic triangle are a hotbed for unexplainable lights and mysterious objects, with eyewitnesses sharing their recordings of these astonishing phenomena. It is as if the area is a magnet for extraterrestrial activity, suggesting that perhaps we are not alone and are being visited. The allure of the Alaska Triangle goes beyond mere statistics. It is a place that challenges our understanding of reality as planes vanish into thin air. Hikers disappear without a trace, and the stories of encounters with otherworldly beings proliferate. The Triangle's connection to the supernatural and conspiracy theories is extensive, with reports of aggressive Bigfoot-like creatures and ghostly apparitions adding to the mystique. One can't help but wonder if there's a connection between the high number of disappearances and the UFO sightings. Could it be that aliens are indeed active in the area? The evidence is compelling, with a 1986 report to the FAA describing a plane flight's encounter with unidentified aerial phenomena above the triangle. The early 2000s in Nome, Alaska, were abuzz with an extraordinary string of UFO sightings that captured the imagination of ufologists and enthusiasts alike. The remote and rugged landscapes of Nome provided the perfect backdrop for these mysterious occurrences, with reports of strange lights and unexplained aerial phenomena becoming almost commonplace. The intrigue surrounding these sightings was not just limited to the local populace. It garnered attention on a global scale, sparking discussions and theories about extraterrestrial activity in the area. Nome's isolation only added to the mystique, as it is a place where the unexpected could easily hide in plain sight. The town, accessible only by air, seemed to be a magnet for the unexplained, with more reported alien object sightings than anywhere else in Alaska. The harsh winters and dark skies could turn the mundane into the otherworldly, fueling the fires of speculation. Could the extreme conditions be causing mass hallucinations? Or was there something more to these sightings? The disappearances of roughly 24 residents between the 1960s and 2004 added another layer to the enigma of Nome. Theories ranged from the plausible to the fantastical, with some suggesting a serial killer, while others pointed to alien abductions as the cause. The Hollywood movie The Fourth Kind capitalized on these events, blending fact with fiction to tell a chilling tale of alien encounters and abductions. The roads radiating from Nome stretched deep into the Alaskan wilderness, leading to some of the most scenic and untouched landscapes on Earth. It's easy to imagine how one could vanish without a trace in such vastness. But for those who believe, these roads are not just pathways through the wilderness. They are potential routes for visitors from other worlds. The UFO sightings in Nome have become a part of its modern folklore, a story that continues to evolve with each telling. Whether these events are the result of extraterrestrial visitors, natural phenomena, or something else entirely, they have left an indelible mark on the town. It is worth noting that the military's interest in these phenomena adds an extra layer of validation to the sightings. In recent years, the U.S. government has taken a more open approach to UFOs, or UAPs, or unidentified aerial phenomena, indicating that these sightings are taken seriously at the highest levels of national security. The fact that trained pilots and military personnel have reported sightings in Alaska lends credence to the theory that these are not merely flights of fancy, but genuine encounters with unknown entities. Perhaps one of the most visually stunning incidents involved multiple witnesses in Anchorage observing a series of bright lights that danced across the night sky. These lights formed various shapes and patterns, moving with precision and speed that defied conventional explanations. The event was captured on video, allowing for wide dissemination and sparking widespread interest in Alaska's UFO activity. In each of these cases, the sightings were reported by multiple witnesses, often with radar or video evidence to support their claims. These incidents span decades and vary in detail, but they share a common thread: an encounter with something wholly unknown and beyond our current technological capabilities.